Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to your ass. Look, if you came across this video and you really want to turn your life up in 2026 or in general, I got you. You came to the right place. Because look, so many people want to have a better life, but you don't even know what that looks like, how to even get started, how to do it. And that's what this video is about, is to give you the starting steps that you need to take to build momentum. Because anybody that you've seen that has the dream life, the lavish lifestyle, the money, the happiness, the relationships, whatever, it was a process and a building steps that didn't happen overnight. So I want you to understand what it really takes to make this thing happen. The first thing I want you to understand is your mindset is everything. So many people, and I know you can relate if you ever find yourself saying, why is this happening to me? Or I feel like my life is cursed. Or, man, I'm just built to just work and slave away to get by. Any of these different thoughts that you had, maybe around money or lifestyle, understand, it ain't life happening to you. Life is responding to what you think and what you believe. Because those are the things that you believe and you think that that's just happening to you. But really, life is just matching what you believe and what you think. So I say that to say it's so important for you to make sure that you have thoughts, you practicing thinking and putting your attention and your beliefs around things that you actually want to experience in your life. I know that may not be what you expected to hear, but it's so important because so many people have negative thoughts, negative beliefs, limiting beliefs on what you think you can accomplish, have, or do in your life, and you wonder why your life is exactly what the fuck you don't want it to be. It's literally you. So you got to start looking at those things and understand, you know what, if you at a point right now where you do have limited thoughts and beliefs around relationships, around money, around the lifestyle that you want to have, all of these things, that's fine. What I want you to understand is it's changeable. Just like if you're writing a story, you're writing a paper or something, and there's a part in the story that you don't like, it's like, I want to write something different. I want to change that. You can erase, or if you type it, you can delete and write something different. Understand your life is the same way. If you have thoughts that don't feel good, it doesn't match what you want to be thinking or what you want to experience in your life, if your belief system don't support you being able to have and accomplish the things that you want, understand you have control over changing it. You're the author of your life. And it's already written technically. So anything, that's why a lot of things in your life doesn't feel good. That's a video for another day. It ain't a surprise that you feel miserable in a certain situation, in a certain relationship, doing a certain job or some of these other things, because internally, deep down, you already know, your soul already knows what it is you want to do. That's why your habits, your hobbies is what I meant to say. I'm sorry. Your hobbies, your interest, your talents, your gifts, all of these different things, they're not accidental. So anything that falls outside of it, you're not going to feel good. But like I said, in order to accomplish it, you have got to make sure that you have a belief system that matches that, because you're only going to be able to accomplish what you believe you can. If you don't think that you can be a millionaire, if you don't think that you can have a quality of a relationship with a loving partner, if you don't think that you can have that kind of home, that successful business, that career, that body, that physique, whatever the aspiration or goal that you have, if you don't really truly deep down, and I'm not saying just saying it, because talk is cheap. That's why when people manifest things and say certain affirmations and things, and they wonder why they don't see it happen in their life, they wonder why. Because you can't just say that you are something or say that you're going to have it. You got to embody that too, meaning your actions, your beliefs, your thoughts, all of it, not just what you're saying, all of them line up. And I'm saying that because You're never going to be able to accomplish what you don't truly deep down believe that you can accomplish. And it has to be a knowing, like, ain't no, oh, I think I can do this, or, well, I might be able to do this if X, Y, and Z happens. No, this is it. Period, point blank, period, done. That's it. That's got to be the definitiveness that you have. An absolute surefire, just, I can't find the word I'm looking for, but y'all know what I'm saying. But you got to be so sure where there is no doubt, undoubtable. So that's what you got to do. And I'm harping on that because your mindset, what you're thinking and what you believe is going to show with what your life is physically. How that shows what it is physically, because we all know, whether you know or not, what you do is based on how you feel. And how you feel is based on what you're thinking and what you believe. So if you believe things that may make you be in doubt or fear or some type of negative emotion, you're going to have those negative feelings. And based off of those negative feelings, you're not going to do the things that you would need to do in order to make the dream life or whatever aspiration you have happen. You're not going to do those things because you don't have the feelings that you have aren't making you do the things that would do those things and produce those results. So that's why I'm telling you, it starts with your thinking and your belief system. When you got that in line, your actions and what you do will follow, and your life will just become a result of what you do and the actions you take over time. So understand that. And the second thing I want you to know in order to turn your life up is, look, it ain't gonna happen overnight, because some of you all may take this information, you may take it and run with it, and you may get started, and after a week, 2 weeks, a month, maybe several months, maybe if you consistent enough, you'll even get into the first year and don't see something happening, and all of a sudden you frustrated and you start thinking, oh, you weren't meant for this, you weren't cut for this, or it just wasn't in the cards for you. And that's total bullshit. What I want y'all to understand is you have to have the right expectations and understand. I'll give you two analogies, because I had to tell myself this same thing in real time. I'm coming up on 2 years as a content creator, consistently making content. And I'm not a major platform at this point. I am internally. I've got that belief system internally, and I'm just waiting for life to catch up with what I already believe internally. But I didn't always think that way. I had frustrations where it's like, why the fuck is my shit not blowing up at this point? Why am I not already a big, platform and all of these other things? Why am I not already making money? I'm investing all of this time, this effort, and all of these different things into pouring into these platforms and don't have anything to show for it. What I had to remind myself and sit down and tell myself, and I'm telling you, is it doesn't happen overnight. If you think about the process of a pregnancy, it is not something that happens in one day, 1 week, or overnight. From the moment conception happens to the point of labor, where the full process of labor and delivery, where a newborn is delivered, it's a long process. On average, it's a 9-month process. So think about that. That's almost a year. And to be honest, at the beginning of pregnancy, a lot of times you don't know. You can't even tell. There's no evidence, no sign to the naked eye that a baby is growing. But it is, because there's things that's going on and going into it that's feeding it on a daily basis over a lengthy period of time, that's making this thing grow to the point where eventually at some point you will have a newborn baby. And it doesn't happen overnight. So I say all of that to say, understand, when you starting to create your new life, your dream life, you trying to get better with something, you trying to get a better physique, you starting to do these things to try and get yourself a dating life or a relationship or more money or whatever the thing is. When you starting something new, don't expect it to work overnight. The micro percentage of people that do, that's lightning in a bottle. It's a rare phenomenon and it doesn't really happen often or even regularly. So I need you to understand it doesn't happen overnight. So just because you don't see something working or you've been putting in time into something, that doesn't mean that it's not going to work and you're not going to reap the benefits. And whatever you were birthing isn't going to be born and be alive and well at some point. It's just a process. Same thing with, success. A lot of you all, you don't see, you building a business, you building a platform, you building your dream life, you building your money, you're building your physique, and you don't see results. Well, another analogy is just like planting an apple seed. The day after, the day of, or the day after, the week after, the month after you plant an apple seed, you're not able to eat fruit. It is a process of years of consistently watering and nurturing that plant until a point where it bears fruit that you can eat off of. That's your dream life. And like I said, it doesn't happen overnight. So understand, you just got to get to the point where you just don't focus on eating the fruit. And I know that's so hard, fam. Trust me, I'm not telling y'all anything that I haven't gone through and aren't currently going through. I'm telling you what I know. And it's like, you got to just focus on watering the plant, watering whatever it is you're doing, and just doing it, whether you see results or not. And understand, and you have to trust. That's the other thing that I'm going to say. A lot of you all have a lot of doubt. You have a lot of fear. You worry because deep down, you don't trust that it's going to work. And that's something that you have to trust, what you can't see. That, look, if I just water this thing, pour into this thing consistently, daily, whatever the case is, at some point, whether I know when or not, I'm going to be able to eat off of this. That's what you got to do. So understand, if you're going to turn your life up, it's so important for you to understand these things, that it doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, and to be careful of how you moving, because your life is responding to who you are, what you do, what you think, and how you feel, what you believe. So you line those things up and your life will line up. The life that you want will line up with you, period. So if this video brought any value to you, I want to make sure that you know to subscribe, because I drop heat daily so that you can get the things that you need that's going to help you turn your life up and really get your life where you ultimately want it to be. So if you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, and share this to somebody who you know that could benefit from hearing this information as well. And if this really resonated with you, I want to share with you that I have a community that I created specifically for helping people level up their life, create the life that they want to live by building momentum, building confidence, and self-esteem to help you create the life that you want to live. So if you're trying to level your life up, I've got a community specifically for that. The information will be in the description. Just hit that link and that'll take you there. If it resonates with you, I'll see you over there. And even if you're looking for one-on-one help, you're interested in one-on-one help, I do offer one-on-one coaching opportunities as well. You can DM me over on Instagram. My social handles will be in the description as well. Just hit me up over there. We can talk about it so that we can try and help you turn this thing around and level your life up. So I want y'all to know where you go and what you do in your life. That's 100% all on you, and you got it. So until next time, peace and love.